Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Suresh, and today my Bible topic name is OOPS in Java. So let's talk about the in detail what is the OOPS. OOPS is a methodology which is used for code reusability and for security purpose. The OOPS stands for Object-Oriented Programming Systems. There are four main pillars of OOPS. The first is the two are for code reusability and two for security. The reusability contains the inheritance and polymorphism, and the security contains the abstraction and encapsulation. Let's talk about these four types are called as the pillars of the OOPS. Let's talk about this one by one. The first is inheritance. So when child class acquire the properties of parent class, it is known as the inheritance. And there are five types of inheritance. The three are used and two are unused, which cannot be supported in Java. The three used are the first is multi single inheritance. Second is multi-level inheritance, and third is hierarchical inheritance. This category are called as use inheritance. The second is unused. The unused contains the hybrid and the multiple inheritance. Let's talk about this inheritance one by one. The first is single inheritance. What is the single inheritance? When one child class acquires the properties of one parent class, it is known as a single inheritance. The second is multi-level inheritance. When one child class acquires the properties of one parent class and that parent class also acquires the properties of another parent class, it is known as a multi-level inheritance. And then the third is hierarchical inheritance. When the two child classes acquire the properties of one parent class, it is known as the hierarchical inheritance. Java does not support the hybrid and multiple inheritance because of ambiguity. It makes the diamond problem. The next is the polymorphism. When polymorphism polymorphism is nothing but the form in process task in many forms. We can perform a task in many ways. It's nothing but the polymorphism. For example, a man is also a worker in a company, is a father or is a brother also. Then there are two types of polymorphism. First is compiled type polymorphism and second is runtime polymorphism. So what is the compiled type polymorphism? Compiled type polymorphism is also known as the method overloading, and the runtime polymorphism is also known as the method overriding. What is the method overloading? Method overloading when the method name when the class having the uh, same method name with different parameters within the same class, it is known as the method overloading. What is the method overriding? When the class is having the same method name, same parameter, but having the different class, it is known as the method overriding. Then next is the abstraction, hiding the implementation and showing only the functionality. It is known as the abstraction. Uh, Abstraction. For example, we know that the SMS we send, we don't understand the inner process of sending the SMS. We just type the message and message goes to the another person. It is known as a abstraction. There are two types of abstraction. There are two types of abstraction. First is abstract class and second is interface. When you use as a class as an abstract, it is known as abstract class. And then interface. When you use class as an interface, it is known as a interface. When we use as a method as a abstract, It is known as a abstract method. Then next is the encapsulation. What is the encapsulation? Encapsulation, binding the data into the single unit. It is known as a encapsulation. Thank you.